Black Panther costume design. Released February 16th of 2018, becoming the 9th highest grossing film of all time, the 3rd highest grossing film in the US and Canada, and the 2nd highest grossing film of 2018, grossing in over $1.3 billion worldwide. Featuring performances by Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Angela Bassett, Daniel Kaluuya, Danai Gurira, Letitia Wright, and Chadwick Boseman, who sadly passed the 28th of August 2020 after battling cancer for 4 years. Although the unreal performances by the cast play a major role in the making of the film, and while there are so many fascinating aspects of this film to break down, Black Panther would be nothing close to revolutionary without the prodigious Ruth E. Carter. Carter was born April 10, 1960. Carter is an American costume designer with over 40 iconic films to her name. Some examples of her most stylish work are Do the Right Thing, released in 1989, Malcolm X, released in 1992, What's Love Got to Do with It, released in 1993, Amistad, directed by Steven Spielberg, released in 1997, BAPS, also released in 1997, and of course Black Panther, released in 2018. She continues to exemplify her talents in the film Coming to America, released in 2021. Carter has previously been nominated for 2 Academy Awards, one for her work on Malcolm X and the other for Amistad. But Carter finally won an Oscar in 2019 for Best Costume Design for her work on Black Panther. Her win was a historic moment in Hollywood, being she was the first Black costume designer to win an Academy Award. And just a couple of weeks ago, she made history once again by becoming the first ever Black costume designer to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Miss Carter explains that she worked to honor the tradition of the different areas of Africa that have such rich history and culture. First, let us examine Queen Ramonda, played by Angela Bassett. She wears what Carter calls a shoulder mantle, along with the isikolo. The isikolo is a South African married woman's hat, which Carter says when she saw reminded her of a crown. Carter had the isikolo 3D printed in order to ensure it would be the perfect shape, as well as the shoulder mantle. The shoulder mantle is patterned with fascinating African lace, which was put onto a computer and brought to life as wearable art. Next, let's dive into what the Dora Milaje wears. First, for further understanding of the film, the Dora Milaje are women warriors who are sworn to protect the King of Wakanda. They wear silver metallic armor, and it was made a point to have all the armor worn by the Dora Milaje to resemble jewelry. Directed towards the chest area, there is something Carter calls the harness. She wanted the harness to look handcrafted, and handcrafted by the same craftsmen of Wakanda who would make the Queen's garments. The Dora Milaje also wear arm and neck rings from South Africa intended to resemble the Ndebele tribe, and the beadwork is inspired by the Turkana tribe. Moving on to Nakia, who is not only a warrior but a Nigerian princess. During T'Challa's entrance scene, Nakia wears something called a river stone, which was included to signify her tribe. Now on to Okoye, who is also a Dora Milaje, but she wears gold armor, which exemplifies that she is their leader. Ryan Coogler, the director, was very intent on the Warrior Falls being magnificent. Coogler said, when looking up at that mountain, it should be a feast for the eyes. At the Warrior Falls, we first see Zuri, who is the shaman of Wakanda. Zuri is meant to represent all the tribes, so that concept is visibly evident through the garments he is wearing. Nigerian men wear these big open-shaped garments, You can also view the beading down the front of the tabard. This beading comes from the tradition of the Turkana tribe. Zuri also wears a poncho, which is made up of many silk tubes that are sewn together, that fall down his shoulders and back to create that magical effect we all experience. On Zuri's sleeve, you can see small details, such as the triangular shape that is used a lot throughout the film. The particular ones are from the Tuareg, as well as the beautiful color. The merchant tribe elder is wearing these enormous, beautiful earrings, along with the Ethiopian crosses, and also her turban with the same Tuareg symbols. Now on to the border tribe. The border tribe elder is wearing a Lesotho-inspired heart-shaped drape over his head. Next, the river tribe, where we see Nakia once again, in a traditional beaded costume inspired by the Shuri people of Africa. The mining tribe elder is wearing a Himba tribe wig, and next to her is the mining tribe warrior, who is wearing a Maasai headdress. The bigger the feathers or fur that surround the headdress, the more fierce the warrior is. This beadwork around the headdress was done by Carter herself. Now on to by far my favorite character, Shuri, played by Letitia Wright. In this scene, Shuri wears her traditional costume. The garment includes special real African beads made of clay. On the back of the costume, Shuri wears this sort of spear, which is actually a corset from the Dinka tribe, which inspires her lines in the film. And finally, the Black Panther. There is a triangular pattern infused within the suit that is meant to represent the sacred geometry of Africa. Ruth E. Carter's work evidently plays one of the largest roles in the making of this film, as breathtaking as it was. You can clearly see the amount of research, history, culture, religion, tradition, and so much more that she infused within her work on the Black Panther, while still keeping the ambiance of the costume design futuristic and modern, just like Wakanda. And it's indisputable how much work and effort go into what she does. Her work changed history, and I'm personally ecstatic to see what piece of cinematography Ruth E. Carter will bring to life next. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe, and let me know what you would like to see more of in the comments.